Some animals have armor built into their bodies. And I'm not talking about some kind of external shell or covering like a turtle. I'm talking about actual armor, like metal armor. One example is the pangolin. Pangolins are mammals. They're related to cats and dogs, but they also happen to be one of the most heavily armored mammals on the planet. Their scales are made of keratin, the same substance that makes up our nails and our hair. But unlike our nails and hair, pangolin scales can grow over 3 inches long. The scales cover their entire body, head and tail. And the only part of their body that isn't covered in scales is their tongue. And believe it or not, their tongue is actually their main weapon. It's 16 inches long, and they use it to lap up ants and termites. Yeah, they're kind of like a dog that eats bugs. Another animal with built-in armor is the echidna. Echidnas also have a coat of armor made of modified hair. Unlike pangolins, though, echidnas have spines on their back, and those spines are extremely sharp. They're so sharp that they can pierce the skin of a human. The spines also have tiny hooks on them. So once they catch on to something, they don't let go very easily. That's why it's a good thing that echidnas don't really have any natural enemies, apart from humans, I guess, because even the skin of an echidna is poisonous. If a predator manages to get past its spines and try to eat it, they'll end up with a mouth full of poison. But no animal with built-in armor is more famous than the dinosaur. Dinosaurs were reptiles that lived on land. They were huge, and many of them had thick, tough skin like leather. Some dinosaurs had feathers, but others had scales, like a crocodile. But no matter what kind of skin they had, all dinosaurs had one thing in common, is that they were all incredibly heavy. Their skeletons were massively thick and strong. And this is especially true of their legs and their tails. Because of their thick armor, dinosaurs were extremely slow. The Ankylosaurus was one of the slowest dinosaurs. It could only move about 6 miles per hour, which is about the speed of a brisk walk. But being slow didn't matter to the Ankylosaurus. Because it had such thick armor, it was almost impossible for anything to kill it. Even a T-Rex wouldn't want to waste its time trying to kill one of these things. So yeah, some animals have armor built into their bodies. And it's safe to say that if any of these animals ever went extinct, it would be very unlikely that they would ever evolve again.